Okay, Chad, wait, I actually want to talk about this, but let's read it first. This is the last time I'll ever speak about this situation because I've been over it for a long time, but Prod somehow convinced me. You know what's so funny, chat? I have drama against me too that's like completely fake and fake accusations, or like basically, or some are fake in the sense that there are some things that I've said that I may have said, but have been taken completely out of context and like basically twisted against me. The nice thing about those things is basically only insane people who are like digging, because I'm actually like genuinely such a good person, and I'm not just saying that to glaze myself. I'm saying that because people will jump on any opportunity. Basically, if someone resents you, they will jump on any opportunity to look to hate you and use that. So like I've said things that aren't really bad, but were twisted out of context or taken out of context. And people have used that against me to like say I'm a terrible person or something, even though they don't know any of the context behind what I said or the story behind it or what happened. And this is kind of different from that. This is basically fake accusations, which is still actually similar to the situation I've been in, but like I have a lot of empathy for Sinatraa because I know exactly what this feels like, and I know how, bro, humans are just evil people. They will, if they see you doing well, or they see you happy, or like doing something good, they will look for like anything to take you down. If they don't like how you're happy, and maybe they don't want you to be happy, or they're jealous of you, or they spite you, it's like they will look for anything to like hate on you or like tear you down. Like, jealousy is an evil emotion. I always say this. It's a very evil emotion. So are other emotions, but I think jealousy is the most evil. But anyways, that's why I have a lot of sympathy for J1. I'm not going to comment on every single detail because I just don't care, but I will clarify 3 things. Somehow people think they know exactly what happened in the video of a transcript of an audio clip. What actually happened in the video of the audio clip of the post was we had consensual sex and she asked me to record. In the video, she was on top of me the whole time and she was the one fully in control. I was simply laying down and recording. When the audio part happened, she literally just got off from on top of me and was just laying down away from me. She said that she was tired. I never forced anything upon her and I would never do something evil like that. I cannot show the video because she asked me to delete it after we broke up, which I did. I would have posted the video years ago if I had it. Yeah, that is disgusting, by the way. That she asked him to record it and then asked him to delete it. Which, I mean, is the proper thing to do, right, when you break up, but it's like you can use that as a tool against you because, like, you ask the person to delete it, and if they don't delete it, it's like they're a terrible, evil person, but at the same time, you can ask them to delete it so they also don't have any proof against you. So she basically asked him to delete the proof. Bro, can I be honest? If I had sex with an ex, I think I would be okay with them keeping it. Like, fuck it, bro. Especially if it would save my ass. You know, it's crazy to think that like the person who like falsely accused Sinatraa would like literally be in jail if he still had that video. But since he's such a good human being, he like honored his word and like respected her wishes, which of course is the right thing to do. But this makes me like not want to ask any of my exes or any exes I have this makes me like not want to tell them to like delete like sex VODs or anything because of if something like this happens. It's like if they have some like crazy accusations, I could just say like, yo, show the video or you're in like complete control and I'm just lying there. But anyways, this video is about me somehow not cooperating and lying on 2 occasions. I did fully cooperate with the investigation to the best of my ability. To my best ability. I answered every question they had for me, but since I didn't provide the video, which I said I would in a Twitter post, lawyers told me it was good to post. They said I didn't cooperate because of that. Which again, literally she told him to delete, which is fucking stupid. The reason I didn't provide the video was because I thought she must video. Because she's accusing me. Oh, this is like lawyer law stuff, I guess. So like this is the issue with America and like women, honestly, is like this classic thing of like we're supposed to be in a country where it's like innocent until proven guilty, but then shit like this happens where it's completely fucked up, where it's like, with all due respect, because a woman said it, it's like the opposite. It turns into guilty until proven innocent, which is like what it should never be. Like she has zero proof, right? But it's like, oh. But this is just what happens when you're successful. Is like, when you're a really super successful person, one person can make an accusation, and for all the people that resent you, all the fans, like some of which are even fans, all the haters, it's like that's an opportunity to jump on a reason to justify your resentment and hatred for that successful person who has never done anything wrong and is like one of the kindest and most wholehearted people in the world. Oh, someone said this one thing once with zero proof. Now I can justify disliking them. Fucked up shit, bro. Some humans, man, absolutely disgusting. Anyways, I understand though, because of the nature of the allegations and it being 2020, they had to make me look as bad as possible so they don't take backlash. Yeah, that's the other fucked up thing. I never fall for this, like, I usually don't. I like to think I like almost never fall. I want to make sure I like thoroughly think that through when I say this. I never fall for this kind of manipulation that like 99% of the public does, because I have lived through this shit firsthand. I've bared witness to it. I've been part of it. I've been the main person in attention of it, and I've just experienced a whole bunch of it and been on the sidelines for a lot of it. It's like I'm pretty foolproof. Like, this shit doesn't fool me. Anyways, so not providing any proof, trying to make him look as bad as possible so that they don't get as much backlash. That's fucked up shit, but I mean, it works. The general public, and again, the haters who are looking for a reason to justify their hate and resentment towards that successful person, or whoever that person is, it's like they will jump on that. And generally, just due to human nature, negativity is generally louder than the positivity. So even like if 5% of people are upset about it or complaining about it, if the silent majority don't say anything, or it's like the people who don't believe it don't say anything, it's like if the 5% of people who complain about it are super loud and complaining and saying all these terrible things about him everywhere, it will seem a lot worse and greater than it actually is. Yeah, so it's just fucked up shit. And again, it's just unfortunate that most of the public, most humans, are very easy to manipulate. I mean, look at marketing, look at capitalism, look at the education system, look at people's views on anything, and you'll see how easy people are fooled. Honestly, it's just the truth. Most people are very ignorant and dumb and arrogant, and just, yeah, fall for the easiest shit. And, you know, you might say, oh, but what about you? Aren't you falling for that? No, because the difference is there's no proof, right? There's no proof that any of this actually happened. If anything, there's only proof against it happening, right? Obviously, if there was proof of it happening, that would be a different story, but there isn't. Second lie was a question they asked me about Emma, my current girlfriend of 4 years. I don't remember the exact words, but the question was basically, are you and Emma still good to the accusation? Which I answered yes to, because we were genuinely good at the time, as I was literally taking the interview in her parents' house. They told me that was a lie because there was a post on her private Twitter account that said otherwise that I had no clue about. She made the post immediately after the allegations happened and left our apartment to go to her parents' house for a day to clear her head because emotions were high, understandably. She immediately regretted leaving me. Yeah, low-key, that's like L-girlfriend move. I'm not calling his girlfriend an L-girlfriend. It's an LGF move. In the same way it would be an LBF move. Because you obviously wouldn't want to leave your partner in times of distress like that. Like, a good partner is there for the partner at all times, no matter how difficult it gets. I'm just saying. In my opinion. But anyways, I'll just accept it for what it is. She immediately regretted leaving me alone for a day and asked me to come and stay with her. at her parents' house. So I guess that lie about me saying we were good was because that's just what I thought. But there was a post on a private Twitter that proved it wrong, which I think they show, or like the girlfriend herself talks about or comments about later in the thread, because I already took a peek, so we'll get a look at that later. But yeah, so again, the thing is like people will always jump for the things that are wrong over the things that are right. I actually had a discussion about my dad about this. I don't mean to talk about too much about my private life, but like I don't even care, like, to be honest, if this is like his private life, but because it's also mine, so I don't care sharing it. It's like my dad is someone who's very quick to jump on anything bad or wrong happening. He's like kind of the embodiment of this. It's like he loves talking about negativity, loves complaining about things, and will jump on anything bad. He will there might be 100 amazing things that a person does, and one accusation or like not even a wrongdoing, but like possible bad thing, and he will ignore the like million good things and like jump on that. And that's just how people are, especially if they resent someone subconsciously, which they may not even know. They will like look for a reason to jump on that train to justify their hatred and resentment. So it's like, it's funny because like these things are like obviously complete bullshit reasons to like be upset at Jaewon. But again, people that like, you know, people, there's a saying that's like the easiest way to unite a group of people or to get people to work together or like each other is to give them a common enemy. And that happens a lot in war, that happens a lot with canceling people, like tearing down people, is you just create a common enemy for a group of people, and that's how you like manipulate them and just get them to work together. And yeah, fun fact, I just know a lot about human psychology. I know a lot about manipulation, using people, social engineering, not out of free will. It's just something that as you know, move out when you're 18 years old, live on your own, see the cruel sides of the world. Anyone who knows my story knows this. It's like you see the dark side of the world very quickly. So you just are forced to learn a lot of these things and the way humans work. And just the worst sides of people, and just like how the general public works, and how they just kind of blindly follow the system and everything else, which is a whole nother rabbit hole. But anyways, back to this. Yeah, again, this is like, why are they even private Twitter proved it? Like, they probably didn't even hear out the other side. They probably just saw something that could be possibly using a reason to justify hate towards him and just like jumped on it. People are just, it's so gross just thinking about it, bro. People are so fucked in the head. Like, oh, just because you see this guy who's like doing well in life, it's just like you just want a reason to hate them or like push your own agenda. It's so fucked, bro. Anyways, I don't even know why I'm adding to this because it'll probably get me banned or something, but I just think this is unacceptable. No, it's true, because again, it shouldn't be guilty until proven innocent. It should be innocent until proven guilty, and there's not been a single thing that's proven his guilt. Like, there just hasn't. There's only been things proving his innocence, but people are delusional and like hopping on any train and like, oh, because a woman said it, it must be true kind of thing. It's like, if a man said it, it would be a different story. I guarantee you, like, obviously it's a fact if the roles were swapped, the genders were swapped, like nobody would have had an eye. But anyways, yeah, female bias. Yeah, I mean, you should be able to speak out. By the way, I think it's a good thing he says this, because you should be able to speak out about your circumstances. Why should you not be able to have a right of free speech and defending yourself? You should be able to. So to any people who like say any fucked up shit, it's like, bro, it's your right. Like, you should be able to talk about yourself and your situation and in your life. Like, for anybody who complains, why are you saying anything? Or like, because there's still going to be people who are delusional and like somehow still like hate him or like believe lies, because the lies like satisfy their ego and the reason they want to justify hatred towards him. Anyways, below me is a screenshot of Alex, head of esports at Riot and head of my investigation, but he was the one to make a final decision of my ban, I'm like 90% sure. Liking this Twitter post about me before the investigation that has even started / completed So it seems like his mind was made up already. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Like, this is just disgusting. It's like people don't even care about the concrete proof slash evidence that's there or not there. It's like, this is what happens when you have someone in power, like, that abuses their power. Which I already saw this screenshot, I'll show you. But, like, yeah, anyways. And my former agent can confirm it since I sent it to him when it happened. I think everything happens for a reason. I've grown extremely close with God and I'm super thankful for it. The only thing I'm really bummed out about is the negative effect situations like mine can have on real survivors with real stories. True. Yeah, that's fair. I genuinely hope situations like mine don't discourage survivors. Okay, this is also just like, I feel like this is completely true and I totally get this, but this is also just like some PR stuff in my opinion. But yeah, it is true, and I guess it's just kind of like the thing at the end of the document that you just have to mention just to make things clear and be fair. So it's like, yeah. I hope you're able to share something. It needs to be exposed. Yeah, that's fair. But again, that's like, it's kind of just to keep things. It's like it's the kind of statement you make to keep things professional. But this isn't really like the main thing I was interested in. But this is like the copyright disclaimer type shit, professional type shit. Anyways, again, this is the last time I was video solution. No matter what, Project somehow convinced me to tell a bit of my side. I think there's a high chance Riot might ban me after this post, but it's all G. I didn't proofread or pre-think any of this shit. I just straight up told the truth and what's on my mind. If you don't believe me, whatever this clarifies some things. God bless everyone. I hope everyone. God bless everyone. I hope everyone can get to know him. Yeah. It's interesting, and again, it's like, as someone who has been through this on like a much smaller scale, at least with like a lot less people. Not a lot less people, but like, even if it's just a couple people, it's like, this shit is fucked up. And it's like, it's crazy because you will have people who you consider friends or consider cool or like you, and it's like, they will secretly hate you the entire time, and as soon as there's a window, I can't snap. As soon as there's a window for them to jump onto the hatred train, they will take it without hesitation. And those are the most evil human beings that exist. Terrible, bro, terrible. Because like, yeah, it's just like, any human, like, we as a human race honestly should be disgusted that we would allow like a young man's career who was pro and could have been playing pro for the last 4 years, or anything else related to his career could have been doing, is like, people ruined because of their own jealousy, like whether it be jealousy, hatred, resentment, or even ignorance. I blame it on ignorance as well. Ignorance and arrogance and just not being well informed. But honestly, I think it's like a classic Salem witch trials kind of situation of just very stupid people, but like the stupid majority somehow won, unfortunately. It's kind of like how Andrew Tate was just like recently proven innocent, and like, yeah, he never did anything wrong obviously, and like he's all clear. It's like that kind of thing. It's like, it's fucked up, bro, because obviously this is like different and it's somebody much younger, and it's like, yeah, it just thinks like we could be living in another time. Like, imagine another timeline where, for example, he still has the video. None of this would have happened, but unfortunately, like, we got the worst timeline where he doesn't have the video, which again, like, he rightfully did delete, or he did the right thing, which is deleting it because she asked him to. But it's like, it's just an unfortunate timeline we live in where basically the evil side won, where, yeah, the hatred won, the fakeness, the lies, they all won. And yeah, I want to hear Sinatra's side of the story. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't surprise me. Like, also, why is the head of investigation, like, obviously that's not someone, this is not someone suited for doing an investigation. Obviously this is like extremely biased, bro. It's just, this whole thing is just fucked up. Yeah. Best man human I've come across in my entire life. There's few people I can confidently say I would trust my life with, and Jay is one of them. Known Jay for many years now. And you know what? It's funny because after shit that happened to me that was kind of similar to this, it's like it also strengthened my bond with like the close people in my life. The fake one, the nice thing about, the only good thing about these situations is that the fake people, the fake friends, they leave and they get out real quick. You know immediately who the real ones are. And it's like the people that I was actually close-knit with, I only got closer with them and I figured out who the real ones are really fast. I remember like I visited a friend in San Francisco and we spent an entire day together. We talked about life and he like had empathy for me in my situation. Which again was like kind of something like this, and there were people who just like left me, and yeah, it's just people are evil. I don't know, but basically the right people, the good people, the non-evil people, the real friends, and in my opinion just outright good human beings, like just straight up objective good humans, like general good humans who have your best interests at heart, they will be the ones who stick with you through times like this, times of turmoil. Met Jay multiple times in your life, and I can see he was one of the most genuine, nicest human beings I've ever met in my life. You've always treated me with the utmost respect and never did me wrong. Happy you spoke up about this, brother. If you ever need anything, you know I always got your back, brother. So this is talking about, so this is her current girlfriend, and the only reason why she's apologizing is because of the one post she made, which is like kind of frustrating because if you're a good partner, I think the last thing you do is make a post on Twitter about if your partner is going through a difficult time and you understand that, yeah, basically you don't do what she did. The regret that I ever hurt you and I wish you had never had endured. See, this is a good woman. This is a good woman, chat. This is a wife. This is a wife right here, by the way. This is a wife. If you're looking what like wife material looks like a good quality woman, this is a good quality woman. I mean by like things like loyalty and respect, and like not creating fake allegations or like any type of evil or terribleness in the world. This is what it looks like. Anyways, I wish I had the opportunity to defend you when my words were used against you, and I wish you weren't alone when it mattered most, and honestly, I don't deserve you. Beautiful. You are the best person I've ever met, and every day I'm so grateful that you are alive, and I know you. In the last 4 years, even though I've been a dramatic dickhead, never raised your voice on me or been violent or inappropriate. Yeah, that's pretty much the exact vibes I get from a man of respect like J1. Yeah, just a good human being. Good humans, these two people. You've never made me feel pressure to do things or be someone that I'm not. You've shown me a genuine love and care, and always, like, bro, I don't even think I should like stray into that territory. Obviously, this is like traumatic on so many fucked up levels for J1 for so many different reasons. Like, people may think that or say that like hate doesn't get to them, or like who cares, just don't care about hate. But like, even if you look the other way or ignore the hate, it still has a very strong effect on you, and it definitely changes you as a person. But like, imagine him trying to trust someone again after a girl literally asked him to record him doing nothing and lying there and having sex with him. Like, imagine a girl asks you, hey, fuck me, and record me doing it, like riding you while you lay down and do nothing. And then she comes out and says like some fucked up evil ass fake ass shit allegations, and it's like, bro, you were literally the one who asked me to do this. It's terrible, bro. And I don't know where I was going with this, but I stand by what I said. Show me genuine love and care, and always encourage. Oh yeah, right. The trauma, bro. It's like, why would you even want to involve yourself? I completely understand why he hates the Valorant community and why he wouldn't even want to go pro. Because, bro, why would you want to be a part of a community that has treated you like shit? Even if it's like the minority, like a small percentage, is just like the silent or the small majority, especially if it's negativity, is loud and does have an impact, an evil impact. It spreads evil. It's very bad. And it's like, bro, imagine like trying to trust a girl again after a woman does something as terrible as that to you, and like manipulates you in a fucked up way. You know, you can tell how changed of a man he is if you really pay attention over the years, how he's been. It's like, how are you supposed to trust other people and be open and just be the same person you were after? It's like, here's how it goes when you're a human. It's like, it's all fun and games being a human until someone close to you does some evil, terrible things. And then things that you didn't know another human, and oftentimes someone close to you, would be capable of. And then it's like suddenly your whole perspective on life changes, because you're like, okay, so the purest and worst forms of evil can be in the people closest to me. They could be in anyone, but they could also be in the people closest to me. It's like, then your entire worldview and life view changes, and I think that's pretty much what happened to him. And like, that's why he's changed into a person, and it's rightfully so, because you realized like how dark of a place, like, life is beautiful, but you also realize how dark and evil other humans can be, and like, especially when it comes to like witch trial type of situations, like angry pitchfork, looking for a reason to justify hatred. It's terrible. And yeah, imagine trying to fully trust a woman again. And again, I don't really want to go there, but like, even things like sex, bro. It's like, imagine the kind of talk he and like Emma would have to have, or whatever her name is, Emmy. Like, being able to trust each other, to like share each other's bodies, or just trust each other in love at all. It's just like, how do you heal after something as terrible as that happens to you? I don't know, but it must have. I don't even know if he's fully healed. Who knows? Like, I don't even want to know about their kind of private life like that, but I'm just thinking about the kind of negative effects it could have on a human. Show me genuine love in the last 4 years. And real J. Shown me genuine love and care and always encourage me to chase my dreams first. Yeah, that's the right thing you should do as a man, is you should encourage other people to chase through. It's sometimes difficult, and sometimes you do get blinded by love and attachment, but yeah, it is the right thing to encourage chasing dreams. The last 4 years together have been the best years of my life. Yeah, I can say that like the last half year or so with my partner has also been like the best time of my life. That's how you know you've had the right partner, by the way, is like when you're able to say that out loud and just say that to yourself. But anyways, and I wish that the world knew the real Jay, not the Jay someone created for some quick cash. Absolutely fucking disgusting, and that's why I hate capitalism, by the way, because it leads people to do fucked up shit like that. So that's one of the reasons why. There's a lot of reasons why I hate capitalism and money as a whole, but yeah, if money didn't exist, if there was no reason to do such an evil act, it probably wouldn't have happened. Or maybe it wouldn't have. I'm so proud of you for speaking about this when you've been silenced for so long, and I'm so glad to have someone like Connor, that you have someone like Connor in your life. Yeah, I mean, when a man goes through war, you need fellow brothers by your side, and it's a good thing to have brothers to go through that war, whether physically, emotionally, mentally with you. It's a good thing. It's funny how like on stream you just see like, you know, the funny side, the bullshit, or like the kind of fuckery fun side of things. But it's funny because the people who often seem like the goofiest or like not really nice people on the outside are generally the kind of, or like Prod, the guy who just trolls around in his ranked games and just like seemingly throws. like, I can actually completely see why he would be the kind of man you would want by his side as a man. Like, I could see why he would be, like, the best kind of friend a person could ask for. Just a genuine, good human. Yeah. Because of, like, porn bots and all that, and just, like, OnlyFans jump scare pictures, because also, see the engagements, like, over 1 million, whenever there's, like, high engagement posts, there's always, like, porn bots, so I'm gonna turn off my monitor just to, because I want to see if there's any replies worth mentioning, and I don't want to see, like, a random ass pair of titties on stream or something. Yeah, no. But I think I pretty much covered everything. I see, like, all this support in the comments, and it's like a lot of these people are people who have actually gotten to know him. Like, what's funny? Another way you just know that accusations are completely fake is you don't see any people that genuinely know him, like, say bad stuff about him, or like the only people who bandwagon on hatred are, like, just common folk, randoms that never even know him, like, just random viewers, like, just bots, NPCs, or not bots, but, like, NPC humans that, like, don't interact with him, because anyone who's gotten to know him knows that he's a genuine good person, right? It's not like someone who's interacted heavily with him, like, I have genuinely not seen a single one, like, a teammate or somebody been like, yeah, I know this guy really well and I can confirm he's a rapist or something. Like, it's just, if there's anyone who still actually, like, believes any of the bullshit or, like, fake accusations, you need to take a look within yourself and ask yourself what you really know. I don't know. I don't even know, bro. You're just lost. You're just, like, you need to take an unbiased look at yourself in the mirror and just ask yourself, like, the important questions. And I don't know. I just don't know what to say, because it's so obvious to me, and, like, for anyone with any level of significant and somewhat intelligence, it's like, it's so obvious. I don't know. If you're dumb as fuck, then it's just over for you, because you won't even see the issue in your ways of thinking. But or it's like, it's jealous woman, bro, like, that are hating. It's like women who are, like, jumping for a reason. Oh, a man, like, I don't know, just feminists, bro, disgusting ass, just evil people, bro. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, 99% of the comments I'm just looking at are just all supportive. Yeah, fuck the Valorant community. The Valorant community is disgusting, bro. The player, it's like, it's basically just high school. If you're someone who ever wanted to permanently stay in high school, and like, you were popular in high school, and you graduated, and then you realized you're nothing in life and you're just a failure, and you are a slave to, like, social acceptance and just attention and validation, you could just become a Valorant community member, bro. It'll just be like high school forever, for the rest of your life, because that's all people care about, is, like, social validation, disgusting ass shits like that. And just, oh, if you do something, or if somebody says something about you, then it's like, oh, you could just jump on it and people will just, yeah, just terrible people. I don't know, bro. The League community is just better in every way. The biggest one is just maturity. Emotional, mental maturity is just so much higher. Like, Valorant's maturity is just some of the, like, intelligence, maturity, understanding, or, like, I don't know, it's just all-time low points for human beings, like, in terms of people who play that game. Yeah, I'm trying to look for any hate comments or see like any argument for why what he's saying is wrong or bad, or like any kind of proof or any valid points about justifying hate, but like I actually can't find any hate comments, and I maybe see one, and there's no proof or like rightful reason to justify hating him or like calling him a terrible person. But yeah, you know what's funny? Okay, I see this one comment. It says I see this one comment where it's like, I don't speak for everyone. Wait. Okay, wait. See this one argument that's like, I don't want to speak for everyone, but a large reason why people, this is just someone who, but this is like a perfect example of someone who's just like completely oblivious and just completely, whether they don't realize their own stupidity or ignorance, I don't know, or they're just looking for, it sounds like they're talking like they think they're smart or like have some kind of valid point, but it's like completely like just wrong. Okay. Let me show this. Yeah. I just need to make sure that it was like good. It only has 2 likes, 500 views, so yeah. I don't want to speak for everyone, but I think a large reason why people choose not to believe him, which again, first of all, that shouldn't even be the case because they should be innocent until proven guilty. But again, because of his toxic nature he portrays on stream. Obviously, we don't know what he's like in real life, but the only image of him in the majority's head is toxic. You know, it's funny because usually it's the opposite. Usually it's also like the people who try to always be nice or appear nice are always the ones who are under the covers or like behind the scenes or deep down inside some of the worst and most evil people. But like the people who are toxic are actually oftentimes the kindest and most genuine people, because the fake kind people try to like hide their, basically they're the most disingenuine people. But anyways, it's like I would argue that actually him being toxic on stream, and it's not even toxic. If you watch, what a lot of people think is toxic is just having self-respect, like not taking bullshit towards you and just basically being yourself and being genuine. People, this is very misleading because I think like people label toxicity as being authentic and just not taking bullshit and being yourself. It's like it's only seen as not being toxic if you like put on a fake mask or a fake smile, but as soon as you start like being yourself or just like, he's not, see the thing is like anyone who knows me knows what I'm talking about too. Or like you just watch any Sinatraa VOD, it's like he isn't really toxic in a sense. He's just a normal player voicing his thoughts on plays and things going on in the game, and he's not like, he doesn't say any slurs, he doesn't say anything, or he doesn't like say anything like racist, homophobic, or just like any kind of terrible thing. He might say like fuck you, but honestly that's normal for gaming, for anything gaming related. Obviously anyone knows that. Like he doesn't really just say that either. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I think this person has a like fucked up and kind of puppet version of the definition of toxicity. That's just like completely not the right definition. We don't know what he's like in real life, but the only image of him the majority's head is toxic. There's also someone speaking for like everyone, which you shouldn't do. You shouldn't speak for everybody, because I don't even think that's true. The majority's people, image of him in the majority's head is toxic. I don't think, I would say that most people would agree that that isn't the case. Yeah, I don't take these seriously. Low interactions, no likes. Yeah, I think this is actually a valid point though. It was because it was the peak of Me Too movement and everyone started dropping. So the public assumed it was true. Yeah, I think it was also the timing, bro. It was just like because it's a woman and it's like, oh, we have to defend her. She's the hero. There's no proof. There's nothing. There's no evidence. But she said it. It's part, like, it's peak Me Too movement. Oh, woman saying something. It's like, what about all the actual victims who have proof and who have, like, solid, like, dozens and dozens of evidence and just, like, I don't know, bro. I guess that's just what happens when you get famous. Just, like, someone could just say something with zero evidence and actually, that's why I'm actually scared of my channel blowing up, or like me becoming a famous YouTuber or streamer or like pro player, that kind of thing. Is like, bro, I could work for like years and years, arguably like a lot of my life, majority of my life for something, and it's like, it's scary to think all it could take is like one false accusation, baseless, with zero evidence, to just like completely destroy everything. And I've already had a taste of that on a much, much smaller scale with like a few people I've known. Luckily, like basically everyone stayed with me when that happened, other than the people who like were jealous of me and wanted a reason to like justify their jealousy in their own fucked up head, because they didn't want to like realize how evil they were. But it's just like, yeah, I don't know. It's scary to think Salem witch trials can just happen to you. Somebody doesn't like you. If it's a woman, yeah, good luck, bro. Who knows if you'll be winning that battle. Luckily, since I feel like there's been so many fake accusations over the years, I feel like now the general public IQ and intelligence when it comes to these situations is a little bit better than it was, honestly, as recent as a few years ago. Like, now people are not as dumb as to accept every false accusation with zero evidence against other people. Now people, I'd say, are a little bit better at just like, they don't just accept things right away unless it's like children, like with dream kind of stuff, or just, yeah, I would say children is like the only thing, like the ones who haven't been through that or learned that in their life. But like, I'd say the general public, most like mature adults, are generally a lot better with this now. I already knew years ago that this was all bullshit, but I think a lot of people realized, for a lot of people it took longer. And I feel like people now realize like, wait a second, maybe we shouldn't just jump on a witch trial or hate train or bandwagon right away without any like justified reason to, or any evidence. Yeah, that was a long talk and I definitely had a lot to say, but I'm happy I got to say it because people ask me about this sometimes, and I've talked to people myself who've said like, sorry, my girlfriend was texting me. She sent me a really beautiful and cute selfie where she just looks so adorable, and I just had to compliment her and tell her that she looks, yeah, she looks cute, and just add a heart emoji to her image. Anyways, yeah, sorry. Anyways, what were we talking about? I don't even know, bro. I think this is something that has been going on for generations, or like for centuries. It's like Salem witch trials happening like hundreds of years ago, maybe even like 200 years ago. I don't even know, 200, 300, 400 years ago. I mean, arguably thousands of years ago. There's probably, I feel like humans were even easier to, it's scary because you think humans are hard to manipulate in the modern day and age, but like the it's actually still not, like most people don't even realize that they're like in social mental imprisonment, slavery, manipulated. It's like these kinds of things have been happening for arguably thousands of years, hundreds of years, 2,000 years, but I don't know. Will we ever learn? I don't know. I think for me, as someone who doesn't fall for this kind of bullshit, I think it really takes a human who has been through the ugly side of life, seen the ugly sides of life, witnessed it firsthand, been through it firsthand, to like have the level of awareness to recognize like true from false, and also like have the morality to like not jump on shit if there's zero evidence. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I had higher expectations for our generation, for humans, for the Valorant community. Turns out people are actually pretty stupid, respectfully. So I don't know. That was a good talk though. That was nice to get off my chest. Probably going to make a VOD of this on YouTube. It's probably going to get a really high dislike ratio. Because again, like most of the time, only like people who have no problem with which I know people are going to watch my video, agree with me with what I have to say. If you guys agree, please comment or like, because it's the only way I could show that like, because generally the people who are okay with things and agree with things don't say anything because they have nothing to say, because they agree, or because it's like, yeah, what this person is saying is true. But then like the people who are stupid and just want to disagree just for the sake of disagreeing, or just because they're stupid and like want to hate on things just because they're ugly, evil humans who have ugly souls, will dislike. And then it wouldn't surprise me if I get like 2 or 3 hate comments on this video and they're just like completely just stupid and they probably don't even watch till the end. They probably only watch a minute or two. And honestly, it's funny because it just kind of proves my point about how ignorant and stupid people are. But yeah, if there is anyone who agrees, which I know there probably will be, and I'm not just saying that to toot my own horn, it's because I know I'm not insane. You look at the supportive comments and like obviously, yeah, the majority, like I said, I can maybe find 1 hate comment in this entire thread of 362 comments. I was searching for ones, and this was like the closest thing I found to like a hate comment. And it's usually just like people not having an understanding of things, or not understanding things like what toxicity really means. Please, you know, comment, say something. Yeah, I don't know, but that's all I have to say, chat. I'm telling you now, there's a lot of reasons why, like low-key, I'm gonna just say this: Valorant is not a fun community to be part of. They will tear down the monuments and pillars that make their community what is so good. I mean, having Sinatraa part of the community was like one of the most amazing things. Like, why are you doing this to your own community, your own pillar? You know, someone who creates so much for the environment and is just so great to be there. It's like you tear down, I don't know, bro. It's just disgusting. Anyways, guys, go play League. Much better community, much better game. Way more popular, way bigger, better in every way, easier. You don't have to, it's not a battle of reaction times or who has more attention or focus or better on that one game a day. It's not as volatile. You get rewarded for good intelligence, good game knowledge. It's not as inconsistent. Teammates are generally much better. You don't have like every game one person who's a 1 in 11. Or some bullshit like that. Yeah, just recommendation. Don't listen to all the propaganda that's like, oh, League is a bad game. Like, those are people who have maybe played 1 game in their life, or just like never played it, or aren't smart enough to ever. Most of the people who say they don't like League are people who aren't smart enough. Like, generally are just dumb people who don't understand the game, and they can't like process that they're not smart enough to play the game, so they just say it's a bad game. Or they, one time someone pointed out something they did wrong in their life and they were like, oh, it's toxic. Like, bro, people who can't take criticism, I don't know, just generally people you don't want to be involved with anyways. But the people who do play the game are the ones who are good people. So recommend playing this game. I'm telling you guys, I played Valorant for, what is it now, November? Like, I played Valorant for the first half of this year. It was a million times more mentally taxing and worse for me than as soon as I made the switch to League. Like, every day was better, less mentally taxing, less like ignorant bad humans. Also, you're not allowed to like side rant about Valorant now. I know you're not allowed to innovate in Valorant, bro. That's what I hate about the game, is like, you can't innovate in Valorant. It's like, if you're a duelist, you have to do this. If you're a sentinel, you have to watch flank. Like, you're a controller, you have to smoke this that time. Like, I can't flank as a duelist, or else like people people will have like a mental breakdown or something. It's like people don't understand having unique strategies, innovation, that kind of thing. It's like you have to play a game in your rule, the kind of way it's designed, and it's like people are just stupid. They have no creativity. In Valorant, you have people who love, or in League, you have people who love the game, who are always trying new things, different picks, any role, any position, any item builds, and people who are really in love with the game mechanics, the items, the champions, and who are willing to explore every corner that the game has to offer. You have over a decade of lore, of rich history, and it's just so much more. I don't know how Valorant could redeem itself. I think right now it's just like it's just not in a good spot. You could be so good at Valorant, and it just doesn't even matter if people don't agree with the way you're playing, if their egos are hurt, if you don't fit in, if you're not socially accepted in your team. It's like it's a disgusting place to be. If you're willing to be a social slave to your teammates, do what they want to do, and make everyone happy and babysits, sure, bro, maybe there's a bag worth chasing, but otherwise, I'm just telling you, it's not worth it. There's a reason why most people who started with this game left, because all the golden years, bro, the golden age is over. That was 2020, 2021, 2022. The golden age has long since passed. Now it's not a great place to be, I'm telling you guys. League has withstood the test of time. That's the right place to be. I guarantee you, you will not regret. You will not regret it. I never have once in the last 4 years of playing League. And I thought I started late when I started playing in 2020 or 2021. And I made the climb to gold my first season. Yeah. I don't know. I'm done, chat. I've been ranting. This is going to be like an hour-long video. I don't care. Sometimes I enjoy making these types of videos. I need to get my word out. I need to speak out. You know, I have a right, freedom of speech, so I'm going to talk about these things. I don't care if people don't like what I have to say. I'm going to say it because it's the truth, and it's because it's the right thing to do. And I think spreading awareness of evil in the world like this is a good thing to do. So I don't care if it's off-brand or people don't like it. I'm going to speak up about this kind of bullshit and evil. As someone who's also like been, which it wouldn't surprise me because it's probably going to come up again someday. I'll talk about my own story. And it's, by the way, it has nothing to do with sexual assault or anything like that. It's basically like me saying a bad word kind of thing. It's nothing like this at all. It's nothing physical. It's nothing like sexual assault. It's kind of baby stuff. I mean, honestly, I could talk about it right now, but I'm not, because that could be a whole can of worms. But anyways, maybe I will talk about it right now, and just, yeah, someone who's been through it firsthand. I have a feeling a lot of people who just hate him with zero evidence, if they went through the same thing as him, their minds would completely, their whole worldview would completely change. But anyways, see you guys later. Been too long. Peace out. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys. For people who watch most of the videos, stick through then. Appreciate you guys. You guys are real ones. You guys are the good people, the good human beings, okay? The good human beings. Let's get the evil out of this world, okay? We don't want any of this. These poor lost souls. Also, bro, I've noticed that all these streamers have been making rerun channels. Should I do something like this too? Because I have a year's worth of content, so I could actually do like a 24/7 channel pretty easily, probably. I have a lot of content. I literally have a year's worth of content. I have like thousands of hours of streaming in this year alone. Belter has a 24/7 channel. Double Lift has one too. I mean, yeah. What is he even looking at? You know what? I kind of like this. Bro, it's like, it's kind of sad because the whole canceling thing is like a whole reason why I kind of distanced myself from the Smash community, because I don't want to be involved in a community that is basically honestly worse than Valorant in terms of like jumping on hate trains or like fake accusations with zero evidence trains. It's like I would love it, bro. I miss Smash. I would love to be a part of Smash again, to play this game competitively, compete in tournaments again, make content again, you know, yeah, compete locally, compete, you know, across the country, but play against the best players in the world again. But it's just hard, man. It's just hard. I don't know if I want to be a part of a community after what happened in 2021. I don't know if it's just a reflection on the kind of people who play the game, how it's just like most of them are just like NPCs, bro. Just not good people, and not good enough awareness. I don't know. I just don't really want a part of it. Man, I could go for some monster. It's funny because that's why I stuck with League. It's like Valorant and Smash just have so much bullshit. It's like the games themselves are good. It's just the community that like actually ends up being so bad it like ruins the gameplay. Like Valorant's a fun game, bro. But I want an actual team of people, not whatever the fuck it is right now. Like a team of 5 people with that only use comms to communicate objective information, that don't tell people what to do, only say like positions of enemies, positions of utility used, gone, that kind of thing, and allowed people to try new things, to innovate, and to play their own way. I would love to play that version of Valorant, but unfortunately the Valorant we have is just like permanent high school people who are like stuck in high school mentality, high school level of maturity. It's just not it. It's just not. Yeah. Like, if you could be someone like Faker who just avoids all of the drama, and I don't know, like, bro, but imagine how sad of a life that is. Like, you avoid all drama, but you, like, don't talk to any humans, you don't interact with the opposite gender ever. It's like, what kind of life is that, bro? I don't know. But, yeah. At the same time, there is a reason why Faker's the GOAT, and commit your life to your art, I guess, and you'll be rewarded.